Good morning everybody. We have been here for 2 days now and we've had a fantastic 2 days actually. We've been in the Bastu in the sauna, been just chilling out on the beach, we've used the underwater drone, been flying around as well with the other drone and captured some nice things. So today I think it's time to move on and we're going to head out to Storra Nassa. I think it's going to be a nice sail out there with a tailwind. Not so much wind though, so I may actually consider getting out of the Jenica today. We'll see. Whether it's potentially going to gust or not on me again. But anyway, really looking forward to explore new places, just the two of us. And yeah, let's see what we find out there. Hello, Ollie doggy. Hello.
Take your breakfast.
Breakfast time.
We are now on the way from the club island Storra, and it's really beautiful. We're just going for motor right now because we're going through a couple of quite narrow channels, so we don't want to have the sails up, but it's absolutely amazing and the weather today is beautiful. Blue sky, sort of white dots of clouds here and there, but it's really warm, nice, with a bit of a breeze, so I think we're gonna have a beautiful sail when we get out of the channels. But look at this. Oh, it's so narrow here. We're just creeping in. And another little bay in here. I'll have to check that out on the map and see how deep it is. Looks very nice.
It's actually really quite beautiful around here. I mean, it's like a series of canals just to the west of Ostholmen here. And I didn't really know they existed. I mean, I may have seen them on the map, but actually just cruising through here, I mean, some people are sailing, as you can see behind us. It's stunning, absolutely stunning, and the weather also makes it a bit better as well.
So it's just gonna be an easy lunch today. Whenever we do like bulgur salad or pasta salad or anything like that, I always make enough so we can make 2 lunch boxes, especially if we have quite a sail the next day. It's nice and easy to just go down and grab the boxes and then we have lunch.
Guys, we're having an amazing sail down to Storra Nassa right now, and about an hour ago I was really considering getting the Jenica out because the winds was sort of a sustained 5 to 6, which would be perfect to try the new sail out. But now the winds have got up a little bit. They're sustained 9 and 10, and they're possibly going up a bit more according to the weather forecast. So again, I've postponed putting up the Jenica because, to be honest, for the first time getting up a sail like that, I want there to be the least stress possible. So we'll leave it to another day. I promise we'll get it out and we'll do the comparison, but it's a lot of money in that sail and I really want to be comfortable and confident first. And what I'm actually going to do when we get to Storra Nassa, possibly tomorrow, is actually just get the Jenica out, put it on the deck, make sure everything works, including, you know, the tack line fittings. I've got a soft shackle here that I need to fit on with a block as well, and I've got something that will keep the block sort of on top of the pica there. You know, and then make sure that we can run this tack line all the way back from the forepeak as well. Make sure that we have enough blocks, we have the winches to use, and also raise it as well. And we've got to get familiar with this sock as well, because the bottom of the sock, it has an inflatable hoop on it, or inflatable square, a box that goes up and down to snuff the sail. So I think we should just try all that out before we actually raise it, and make sure we know what we're doing, and do a little bit of a briefing as well. I know it sounds a bit extreme for all of you that have flown Gennicas before, but it's the first time for me, and it's a big sail. It's 121 square meters, so I really want to look after it. You know, it's going to last for many, many years, but as long as we know what we're doing with it, so we'll get there, I promise.
Look at this. We just arrived to Storra Nassa in a very, very small anchorage called Grytan, and it's absolutely stunning here. There's Chris and Ollie. It's a natural reserve, and normally in natural reserve you can still have your dog. Just need to have him on a lead, of course. But unfortunately there is a sign here on land saying that you can't even bring dogs on land here. We have some very friendly neighbors here who all say, oh, you can bring him on shore just on a lead so he can do his business. We won't say anything, and which is very, very nice, and I would be fine if it was only those two neighbor boats, but there are a few other boats, and it only takes one person who doesn't come and say anything to you, and then they report you instead, and it's just not worth it. So Chris took him in a dinghy over to a small, sort of very small island where there's basically just rocks and a little bit of grass, so he has something to smell to.
I've heard many good things in the past about Storra Nassa, and we came here a few weeks ago, but it was blowing an absolute gale pretty much. But this place, when the sun's out, when the wind is down, absolutely stunning. Just check this out, guys. It's just out of this world, this place. Beautiful. But also check this bay out, guys. I think this is the most scared of hitting the bottom I've ever been. Of hitting the rudder for sure in this little harbour here. But it's amazing that you can come in here and you can get a 40-foot boat in this little bay. It's incredible. There is a rock on the way in. You probably can't see it that well on the camera here, but there's a rock on the way in on the right side that two boats, I think, ran into yesterday, and I was very careful to avoid. But yeah, once again, it seems like not a lot of people are looking at the charts to see where the rocks are. And this, guys, This is where Sweden really shows its best. This is, I guess, very hard to match anywhere else in the world. You know, when the sun's out and it's warm like this, it's just so beautiful. I mean, yes, the tropics are very nice places to go to, and it's just different. But Sweden is very unique for this kind of atmosphere and this kind of feeling with the boating. It's superb. Oh yeah. Oh, Ollie wants to go and bathe. Yeah, is that good? But like I said, this summer's been a little bit different actually, and the water temperature is not as much as it usually is. But right now out here in this archipelago, this bay area, thanks Ollie, it's just over 20 degrees, 20.5 degrees, which is actually pretty nice, to be honest. But usually it's a little bit more. It's about 22, 23 degrees, which is a little more comfortable. But 20, I'm not complaining with. What are you doing now? Huh? What are you... Ollie, what the hell are you doing?
Good morning. It's a beautiful morning here at Storra Nassa. And we are having omelette with asparagus and spinach and turkey and cheese.
That's awesome, honey. Look at that.
This is so beautiful. I know I said this about a few places on this summer holiday, but
I've already said the same thing like a minute ago.
but this has got to be one of my new favorites.
Yeah.
This is so amazing. I know we were here on one of the first evenings, and I was like, nah, don't understand what all the fuss is about. But we were in a not that, well, in my view, not that nice anchorage. But all of this is just amazing. Look at it.
Ollie has just made it to an island that we are not going to. There's a little gap in between. You out there on your own, buddy? Yeah? It's like these big stepping stones you can jump across, but the next part is wading a bit, I think. And yeah, I think I'll stay on this side. What skeleton is that? Something with a big tail on it. But you can jump off this. It's deep enough, I think. Don't take my word for it, but I'm pretty sure you can. But I'm not going to do it. What a great view up here. It's amazing. We really picked the perfect day to come here. Just found down there probably the biggest anthill I've ever seen. It's amazing. You can't see this on camera, but that's a lot of ants down there. We've got a Jenica up, sort of. Now,
Sort of.
Yeah. So we've got the sock up there. We still need to blow that up, and we just need to work out. I mean, the tack is working fine. I think I need to shorten the soft shackle down there a little bit to bring it in a bit more down there to get the maximum length of the sail. And the sail length looks pretty correct actually. But this sock thing I haven't done before. So I mean, this is the clue. It's quite easy, it just goes on the sheets. Got the grey sheets from the Code Zero down there, and the sheets need to run outside of the boat. Everything needs to run outside, I know that much, but this sock thing is a little confusing me at the moment, but we'll work it out, we're getting there. Collapsed right there, it'll just fit into the bag now, but the only issue we've been having really is this one, the CX25, for the head of the sail. The I don't know what you call that actually, the part of the sail that fits onto the halyard anyway is a bit too thick for this this part, so it's really difficult to get in there, so I need to come up with a alternative solution for that really. It can go in, but it takes a lot of fiddling and messing about with, and when you just want to clip it on and off, then when you release it, you pull it and then pull the other side. It just releases it. So guys, maybe this is when you know that you need to get some new shoes. But the shoes are actually still going strong, so don't worry, it's just the soles we need to replace. I'm on a mission. There's a real drop-off just to the west side of Storra Nassa.
Getting up onto the rocks with slippery weed isn't always the easiest.
We've got this chasing M2 here. We've also got some upgrades on the lights actually. Usually the lights sit in the front here, but actually this has been upgraded with some 3D printing around the outside to put the lights on the outside so that it doesn't interfere with the camera so much. We've got the EReel here, which will slowly feed out the reel up to 100 meters, and it will automatically take it back in when I tell it to. So yeah, let's see what's out to sea out there.
At 37 meters and 6 degrees, I actually found some life. Can anybody tell me what type of fish that is? One thing to really be aware of when I'm flying this drone underwater is exactly where that cable is going, especially when going from shore, because the cable can end up wrapped around rocks and things like that. And even if you're going from a boat, going around a wreck, you really need to focus on where the drone's been and how to go exactly the same way back so you don't wrap yourself around something.
We saw a little bit at least. We saw a fish. We actually saw a fish. Right now, the EReel is getting all the reel in for me. It's pretty cool, this device. Saves a lot of manual effort. Well, we got it back in a little bit of a rescue actually, because surprisingly enough there's a current coming from south to north at the moment. It's where the wind is going, but there's actually a slow current, and I didn't realize I was that far north. So she came back on 0% battery, which isn't great for lithium batteries.
Overall, we had some really nice chill out days at Storra Nassa, and I can absolutely recommend anybody who wants to go out to the archipelago or the outer archipelago to go to this place. It's a really special location.
I should make these.
Yes. Our dog is ridiculously spoiled. Like, unbelievably. Oh, there's a little bit of chocolate on there, watch out. Is that good, Ollie? Yeah.
Holiday dog.
And as always guys, thank you so much for supporting and watching. We'll see you next time.